Yes. Oh,
Sorry, friends. We are going to record this tour for those who couldn't make it today. Some friends couldn't make it due to other activities, but we will have this recorded for them so they can enjoy it as well. But it's so nice that you were able to join us today because today you're in for a special treat. We're going to get to go to Africa, like some of you guys were hoping, and we're going to get to experience the wild and hopefully you can feel the good climate from there. Uh, Wonderful. We have friends visiting from all over the world. I heard some friends from Tennessee, Arizona, Texas, Maryland. Very nice. New York, New Jersey. Wonderful.
Chicago.
Chicago,
Boston.
Boston as well. Wonderful, friends. I'm really much looking forward to sharing this experience with you when I went to Africa. And after the tour, we're going to have the opportunity as well to share comments or ask questions. So if you want to stick around for that, we're going to have the opportunity for that as well, okay? So I think we are about 4 minutes past 12, so we'll go ahead and get started. If there's anybody that you think might want to join us, you can always share the link with them and then they can join us, all right? So to get started, I'm gonna mute everybody. You will have the ability to mute yourself. Um, Let me see really briefly one thing. Optimize sharing. Okay, there you go. That's one thing I wanted to do. Names. Okay, perfect. I think we're ready. All right, friends. Welcome everybody. This is an exciting trip to South Africa. This is a trip I did back last year at the end of 2024, December, so exactly a year ago. So to celebrate the 1 year anniversary, we're doing this little presentation for you to enjoy. And this was by far one of the most exciting trips I've ever done. This was full of adventure, full of wonders, and you can only imagine what you can experience in South Africa by the cover photo here. But why not get started with our intro, shall we? Welcome to Cape Town, South Africa, a city where mountains meet sea, culture meets adventure, and every view feels like a postcard. In this video, I'll take you through stunning coastlines, vibrant local spots, and unforgettable experiences that make Cape Town one of the most breathtaking destinations in the world. From iconic landmarks to hidden gems, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's explore Cape Town together. Well, friends, Cape Town, you may have not heard of Cape Town, but before we go into that, I wanted to briefly mention that some of you asked for my contact information. During this tour, we will have opportunities to take pictures, so if you want to take pictures, you're more than welcome to take this information here. This is a great way to reach me if you want to keep in touch with me. I have my website, witnesstrips.com, where we make group trips around the world, such as Japan, Hawaii, South Africa, and recently Thailand. So if you want to travel with us in the future, you can always reach me there. Also, my email's there below. Instagram, aloha.isaac, and YouTube. I have a YouTube channel where you saw that video. Well, you're going to be able to see those episodes of my trip to Africa on the YouTube channel. So if you want to be entertained, you can go to YouTube and just type in Aloha Isaac, and my Instagram page or my YouTube page will come up. We have other exciting virtual tours available there. We have the 10 Plagues of Egypt, Israel, the Promised Land, Washington, D.C., the impact of the Bible in the world, Hawaii, and South Africa. So we look forward to seeing you on YouTube. Well, friends, today we are going to take a trip to South Africa. And to give you an idea how far South Africa was for me living in Hawaii, I'm exactly on the opposite end of the world. So not only did I have to fly to the other side of the world, but I also had to fly south to the other side of the world. So I flew from Hawaii to Germany. From Germany, I flew all the way south to the most bottom part of Africa, which is South Africa. And in total, it was 2 days to get there. So I was extremely tired, extremely jet lagged. But fortunately for you, those who live on the East Coast in New York or anywhere in Georgia along that East Coast, you can get a direct flight to South Africa, and it's only about a 12-hour flight. So it's a significant difference from me being on the other side of the world. You can actually find direct flights from New York and Georgia. So if you're ever considering visiting, well, you'll happy to know that it's not as far as you think. Well, there are 10 surprising things that fascinate me about South Africa, and I'm going to share those with you. But before I do, I wanted to briefly mention that I have an exciting virtual tour coming out on January 1st, 2026. And this is about a queen here in Hawaii named Kapiolani, and she defended Jehovah's name here in Hawaii. And many people have never heard of her, but she is actually displayed in our assembly hall, and she is one who defended Jehovah's name just like Elijah. So we're going to get to learn about her and how the Bible influenced Hawaiian culture and changed it and educated it. So it's a very, very exciting tour. And if you want to be a part of that, I'm going to be able to send an email out. So you can go to my website, witnesstrips.com, and then sign up for the email right there. All right. And also, we have some exciting trips to Thailand, Japan, Hawaii, and South Africa. Now, for those who are looking for opportunities to share their skills with brothers and sisters, there's a really great website now available. It's called witnesshive.com, where now brothers and sisters can offer their services to each other. So if you've ever wanted to maybe help a brother or sister out with your skills, maybe you're a tax accountant like my friend Eric here. He helps brothers and sisters with their taxes. He also helps them with their planning their retirement. So if you want to do more traveling in the future, Eric is a brother who can help you do that. So if you go to witnesshive.com, you can find more brothers just like Eric who offer services to brothers and sisters. And if you want to reach out to Eric for some help planning your taxes, or also need help with life insurance, as you might be able to apply for Medicare, you can reach out to him and he can help you with that. Well, one thing that you're going to find very fascinating, friends, is that Cape Town is not like your third world country like many people expect. In fact, it actually feels like a first world country. It's very modern. There's a lot of wealth in South Africa. In fact, if there's one place that you want to visit South Africa just to get a feel, or if you want to visit a place in Africa just to get a feel for it, South Africa is your best bet because it's less wild. It's actually more modern. There's cities, there's cars, there's a lot of businesses, and it's a very, very modern place to be. So here you're looking at Cape Town. Cape Town is on the western part of South Africa, and it is right by the ocean. And here you can see they have some beautiful hotels. Here I'm staying at one beautiful hotel right in the center of Cape Town, next to the ocean, and it is just a beautiful place to be. Now, how many of you never expected Africa to look like this? Raise your hand. Some of you are surprised, right? When you think of Africa, what do you think? Raise your hand and give it if you want to give us a comment. I'm gonna lower everybody's hand, or if you still want to comment, you can keep your hand raised. But what do you think when you think about Africa? All right, how about D Hunter?
Oh, thank you. I actually didn't want my hand up, but anyway, I think about, as one sister mentioned earlier, the safari, the elephants, and the fun things to watch.
Yeah, exactly, right? There's a lot of wildlife related to Africa. Very nice, yeah. Deborah Richard? Okay, we should be able to hear you now. Okay, seems like we're having trouble hearing you. Sandra Jones?
I thought it was just a lot of mud and huts and living in nothing like this. That's what I thought. Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, exactly. That's what I thought too, Sandra. Lori Yoker? Euchre?
When I think of Africa, in addition to the safaris, I think about the tribal groups, the jungle, and also desert.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, thank you so much for sharing your comments. Well, yeah, friends, indeed. South Africa is much more than just dirt and bush and wildlife. In fact, there's a city, and this side of Africa has beautiful hotels, has vineyards, and has delicious food. It's a very, very beautiful place. This is the city, and here you can see me. I'm with a sister named Artie. She is the tour guide in South Africa. So if you ever plan to visit, she would be the one who will show you around. And she is a fun sister. She showed me a wonderful time, and she showed me the best of Africa. Along with her, this is her friend. She's also a sister. She took me out kayaking. And look, if you notice closely, that thing below that I'm reaching out for, that is a fish. It's called a sunfish. And it's a big flat fish. And he wanted us to pet him. He actually came up to the surface, laying on the side. And he drew closer to us. And I reached out and I was petting him. And once I was done petting him, he would like swim away and then he'd come back. So it was quite an amazing experience being out there. Now, one thing that would also surprise you about South Africa is that the most commonly spoken language in Africa or South Africa is English. So getting around for you would not be difficult at all. You can go to restaurants and different places and people would be able to communicate with you. But there are 11 official languages. And just to name a few, from Zulu to Afrikaans, South Africa celebrates linguistic diversity. So there's so much culture in Africa. Now, when you drive in Africa, one thing that surprised me was that you actually drive on the left-hand side rather than on the right, like we do. And I always ask myself, well, I asked my tour guide, I asked them, why is that the case? Well, South Africa was colonized by the English, and therefore they drive on the left-hand side. That's why they do that. Now, during your visit, you're going to be able to see beautiful scenery. Africa is such a breathtaking place to be for its natural beauty. Here you can see just some pictures of how beautiful it is. You realize how rich of a land it is too. There's so many resources there, so much beauty. It is really a special place. Here is my driver. He is another brother. I was fully taken care of when I went. It felt so wonderful to have brothers there to take care of me. I didn't feel ever anxious or worried if I was going to get lost. They always took good care of me with a beautiful spirit. So wonderful to have them. Now, the food was incredible. Yes, they had oceanside dining. They had premium world-class food, and prices were cheap. I was so amazed by the prices. It was so affordable. So if you're going to Africa, it's a very good place to go because your dollar can stretch a lot further. Now, hiking is part of the daily life in Africa. A lot of people love to hike. And what we did on our trip was we were able to fly an iconic place called Lion's Head with some brothers and sisters. We got together with some brothers and sisters from the congregation and we went for a hike. And I'm going to show you a little clip of that.
Then when we are ahead of everyone, you can keep drinking.
So here we are hiking with some brothers and sisters from the Sea Point congregation here in South Africa. Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Look at this view. Oh my goodness. We're enjoying Jehovah's creation here. Look at this. Yes, it was such an amazing hike, and we went all the way up to the top. Now, for those families who didn't want to go all the way up to the top, they just went around the mountain, but it was still a beautiful hike. But my friend and I, we went all the way to the top, and I was able to take some beautiful footage for you. So I'm going to share that with you right now. So there I am with a brother named Paul. We're standing right at the top of the mountain, right on the peak of the rock. And here you can see how many people love to climb Lion's Head. Look how spectacular the views are from up here. It is unbelievable. You really can see the beauty of Cape Town here as you get 360-degree views of the Cape here. Out to the distance, you see a mountain called Table Mountain because it's completely flat. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's completely flat there. And then as you continue to look outwards to the right, you notice these mountains, and they have these like bulges out to the right-hand side. Those are called the 12 Apostles. And there you can see the 12 Apostles. So you can actually drive along this road here, along the coastal line, and be able to appreciate the scenery in South Africa. It's quite amazing. How many of you friends would love to hike this mountain? Raise your hand. How many of you friends are like, no, thank you, I'll wait until the New World? Yeah. Well, it is quite the workout, but once you're up there, it's quite worth the effort. It's really beautiful, as you can see. Now, on the total opposite end of Africa, from the western part of South Africa, you have another place on the eastern part called Johannesburg. And for some of you that don't know, or some of you may know as well, is that there's going to be an international convention there next year, I believe, next year. So this will give you an idea of what you can potentially experience if you were to go to that convention. And one thing that we did was we got to pet and feed elephants. Now, this was one of my favorite experiences because their skin was really rough, they were extremely gentle, and elephants don't have the best view. They can't see very well. So oftentimes they would often just trust that you were there, that you weren't going to harm them, and they were just very friendly, very calm creatures. She's so beautiful.
She is.
Now, when some people think of South Africa, or at least the safaris in Africa, South Africa is a little different than your average or your more typical safari, like in Tanzania. Now, they call it the bush. Now, you may be wondering, why do they call it the bush? Well, it's because the safaris in South Africa are more bushy. There's bushes. You see those bushes there in front of you?
So females, they have
So oftentimes
at the tip of the horse,
you
there's a lot of
have the
red
animal
fluffy hair that
hiding
covers
in
horns
the
and
bushes.
pointing front.
And there you can see several giraffes. They're eating off this tree.
Yes,
This,
on the right.
a group of giraffes together is called a tower. So you know how we call it a herd
And
of
the one with the back.
cows or a school of fish? Well, in Africa, when you're referring to a group of giraffes, you refer to them as a tower of giraffes because there's several. And there's a lot of terminology for different animals that are in together. Can anybody think of another group of animals, what they're called? How about lions? What is a group of lions called? Does anybody remember? Sister Linda? Oh, sorry. You just raise your hand with the digital hand.
Raising. Yeah.
Okay, we'll have, how about Sister Cinda? Yes,
A pride.
very good, a pride, very good. A pride of lions, right? When a bunch of lions are together, that's what they're referred to as a pride. Does anybody know any other terminology for other groups of animals? Let's see. How about Maureen, Leslie?
Murder of crows.
Murder of crows. Yeah, I never heard of that one, but that sounds about right. Pauline Chambers.
Wolves.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
A pack of wolves.
A pack of wolves. There you go, a pack. Very good. Thank you so much. I'm curious to hear other ones. Denise Boris? Or Borco? Sorry.
It's a pod of whales.
Say that again, sorry?
A pod of whales.
A pod of whales? Very good, yeah. Pod of whales, pod of dolphins. Lori Euchre?
A group of owls is a parliament.
Oh, interesting. Group of owls is a parliament. I didn't know that. Thank you so much. Wow. A parliament. Jenny Harper.
Of course, a herd of buffalo.
Sorry, friends. Oh, maybe it's me that my volume is down. Can you say that again a little bit louder?
I said a herd buffalo.
Yes, that's correct. A herd of buffalo. Thank you so much. Sorry, friends. My microphone must be a little off. You could just speak very loudly so I can hear you. Wow, there's so many. All right. Oluyinka?
Okay, we have school of fish.
School of Fish. Very good. Marietta. I'm going to go through you guys very quick.
I love this. A gaggle of geese.
A gaggle of geese. Wow. I have never heard of that one. That's really good. Gaggle of geese. Rachel Pearson.
A crash of rhinos.
Say that again, please.
A rhinos is a crash. A
It's a
crash of
crash.
rhinos.
Interesting. Wow. Crash of rhinos. Thank you. Jackie Palmer.
A swarm of bees.
A swarm of bees. Yeah. Wow. The English language, so amazing. D. Hunter. Okay. Rowley family.
A pack of hyenas is called a clan or a cackle.
A clan or a cackle. Wow. Thank you so much. Anika. A clan or a cackle. Wow.
A wisdom of wombats.
A wisdom of wombats. That's amazing. Fantastic. Wow. We'll take two more, okay? I know we could probably keep going. In the new world, we're gonna have plenty of time to talk about all these. Kim Douglas.
I noticed
A
they
group, a group of
murderers of
giraffes are
crows.
called towers.
Oh yes, indeed. Sorry, yes. Murder of Crows. Very nice. Thank you so much, friends, for all your wonderful participation. You guys nailed a lot, and I'm sure we can continue to go. But as you can see, there's so many wonderful
I
terms.
named, you should name a group.
Yeah, so on this tour, we were able to do a safari. So here you can see the Jeep that we took. And it's so neat because there's no frame on top. So you're completely open to see the entire view around you. You can see these 360-degree views as you're going through the bush. And it's kind of fun because as you're going through the bush, you have to be attentive because since there's branches, you have to watch your head. So you're consistently ducking to make sure you don't get hit by the branches. But here's our group. There's our team. This was our group. So a few friends from Canada and from, I believe they're from Boston. But here you can see, this is what it's like to go on a safari. How exciting is this? You're going up and down, and you're looking for leopard, you're looking for lions, and you're looking for all these different types of animals like rhino. And oftentimes you spot them. Here you can see we spotted a mama rhino with her baby. Yes, they're taking a nap right near the road. So we're like, came up beside them, we're watching them. It was such a wonderful experience to be able to get close to these wild animals. Now, friends, I saved the best for last because the best part of my trip, my all-time favorite thing to do, was visiting a place called Ukutula. Now, Ukutula in Afrikaans, I believe, it means peace. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it means peace. So this place is a wildlife sanctuary that's owned by brothers and sisters. That's right, brothers and sisters own this place. And this place is very special. In fact, it's one of the places that the governing body loves to vacation. So they go there and they stay there. And what it is basically is a place where you can go and stay here at these hotels. It's like a hotel. And you stay right here. There's two pools. You can relax here. You can see that how beautiful the bedrooms are. This is what one of the rooms looks like. This is where I stayed. And you stay here. And it's such a wonderful experience that even Adam Sandler came here when he was filming the movie, I believe, Blended. So when he was in Africa, he came here, and you can see a picture of him here with a baby tiger. So you can see him petting the baby tiger. Now, what's so special about this place is that they plan everything for you. So you stay at the hotel, they plan your meals for you, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you go out on tour, and you get to tour with the lions and learn about the animals, and it is such a wonderful experience. Here you can get an idea of how beautiful it is. This is the dining setting. So this is where you come, you have your breakfast, you have your lunch, and you have your dinner. And look how beautiful they decorate. Look how beautiful the brothers and sisters decorate here. It's such a wonderful experience. The way I describe it is like if you were to go to Bethel, and Bethel was a sanctuary, that's how this place is. It's so clean and organized that you really feel like you're at Bethel because it's so well run. Everyone is so efficient in the way they run things. And notice here the meals. This was my favorite meal. This is what I would have like every day. It's a steak sandwich. So what you see below is a piece of bread. There's a steak on top. They put onion rings on top. and there's a little salad. But they give you like these huge 3-course meals, and you're completely full and satisfied when you get to eat there. Like this is what dinner looks like right here. This is a lamb chop. Well, not only was the food good, but the tours. The tours were absolutely amazing, and I'm going to share with you some of my favorite tours. Please take a look at this experience. So if you notice closely, I am walking with fully grown lions. Right next to you, you see, right next to one of the lions is one lion that's a white lion, and these lions were born in the sanctuary. They often use them they breed them because lions are going extinct. Unfortunately, they're endangered species because there's a lot of diseases and a lot of things, and such as poachers that are killing them. Unfortunately, their numbers are dropping drastically. So they're trying to find ways to preserve the lions. And it's unfortunately because when you are at home or you're watching TVs, you often hear, oh, you got to save nature because nature is in danger. And oftentimes it seems like something that is just in the background. But when you travel and you get to go to these places, you start to realize how much creation is in danger because a lot of the animals, you don't see them anymore. So it's very sad to see how it's true. The animals are dying, and these brothers and sisters are working very hard to preserve the lions. So you can imagine how Jehovah feels, right? When Jehovah loves the animals, he told Noah to take care of the animals, and we can imagine how Jehovah feels when he sees these brothers and sisters working hard to preserve and find studies on how to cure animal diseases for the lions. Now you may be thinking, I think that's way too scary. I'll never do that. Don't worry, as you can see, the group is right behind you, and you're walking with the lion. So you're completely safe. You have the trainers right next to you. You're in an environment where that's safe to do. So it's a wonderful experience. You can do it if you have the courage to.
All right, next.
And then some of the lions actually climb the trees. Here you can see a lion that climbs the trees for you to take a picture with him. It's quite an amazing experience. Now, what was my favorite part of all was playing with the lion cubs.
Oh, cute! Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Yeah, what?
You see the difference with doing the walk again today? We got some things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I played more yesterday with him. Now he's getting
Perfect
the chance.
picture.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll share with you more of that experience very soon, but I just want to briefly mention how I got this unique opportunity to feed the wildlife. So these brothers and sisters not only take care of the lions and leopards and all these different types of cats, but they also have a huge piece of land in which they take care of the wildebeest and the wild giraffes. And how they take care of them is by feeding them beets. If you notice this photo here, I'm with a group of volunteers that volunteer from different parts of the world, such as Switzerland, France, and all over Europe. They all come here to volunteer to help the animals. And if you notice down below, we're standing on a pile of beets. That's right, beets. You know what beetroot is? Like the red beetroot that some of you turn into juices. Well, what we do is we go on like a 5-mile drive down the road to a farm where they grow these beets. And here you can see that they load this truck with buckets and tons of beets. And we take them back to then dump them out in the middle of the wilderness. And then once we dump them out, the animals know that we dumped them out, and they come. The herds of wildebeest come, and the different zebras and giraffes, they all come, and they eat the beets. So it was a wonderful experience to be able to see them as they came and ate the beets. Now going back to the lions, this was a dream come true because growing up, I loved The Lion King. That was my favorite movie growing up. Whenever my mom played a movie, I always request The Lion King. That was my favorite thing to watch. So growing up, now I was able to play with these lion cubs, and they are the funnest little creatures. My favorite animal was the cheetah and the tiger, but after this experience, it's now the lion because they are the most playful out of all the animals. They are the most friendliest and social creatures out of all of them. They love to be around people. They love to be around other lions, and they are extremely playful.
Woo!
She's attacking me. No. No. She's attacking me. Ow. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, she's biting me hard, but then she starts licking me to kind of like compensate for the damage she's doing. So that's how they play.
She's very crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my butt.
So I developed a really strong bond with this little animal. Her name is Gray. She's a girl, and she had a brother, as you saw in the previous photo. But she was the funnest because the lioness, you may know, they are the hunters. So they love to wrestle. They have a lot of energy, and they're sometimes bigger than the boy. So because they have to hunt. So that's what she was doing. She was hunting me. And what was amazing was that when we went to take pictures with her, the the sister, she told me to pick up the lion so I could take pictures with it. And I was afraid because I've never picked up a lion before. So to my surprise, when I picked her up, I thought she was gonna bite me. But as you can see by the photo, instead of her biting me, she started licking me. She started licking my hand. Can you see in the photo there? She's actually licking my arm. So I was amazed to see how much trust she had in me. She was completely relaxed, just very, very happy to be in my arms. It was so wonderful. And then I got to take this photo. This is one of my favorite pictures that I got to take with her. It was so wonderful. Now, another experience that we got to enjoy was feeding cheetah cubs, or not cheetah cubs, but young cheetahs.
Did you get lots of photos in?
Yep.
Now, this was an experience that was quite remarkable because we're feeding them huge antelope legs. So they're so sometimes accustomed to getting the meat chopped and peeled for them, so there's no fur. But this was the actual leg. So sometimes they can get a little skittish, not knowing what it is. They're not really familiar with the fur and how to eat the actual leg. So here you can see her, she's kind of skittish right now. I think it's the fur that scares them, huh?
Yeah, could be.
Look, if he's not afraid of it, you shouldn't be afraid of it. Come on.
Look at that big piece of meat right there. Yeah, that was quite amazing to be able to experience feeding cheetahs. And they were extremely friendly. Here you can see them, they're just licking me like crazy. The one in the back though, you can see, he took a, he was a little rascal. He liked to mess with me, so he took a little bite of me on the side, but he didn't do any damage. It was just being playful. But they're such wonderful creatures. Here you can see as they're drinking, I'm like posing right next to them. It was such a wonderful experience. Now, the eating in South Africa was just amazing. You were able the feeding of the animals was such a wonderful experience. And one thing that was really cool and unique was eating wild meat, such as zebra. I tried zebra. I tried ostrich. I tried another deer called like kudu. So it was a wonderful experience trying these exotic meats that normally I would never get the chance to try. So if you're adventurous like that, well, you can try different meats. Well, that's also an option as well. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed this presentation of South Africa. It was wonderful to be able to go there and see Jehovah's creation up close, as you can see. And you can only imagine what it's going to be like in paradise. In paradise, children are no longer going to be playing with video games. They're not going to be playing with computers. They're going to be playing with animals the way Jehovah intended them to play. So it's going to be a wonderful experience when we're able to do that in the new world. But does anybody have any questions or comments about Africa? Let's see. We'll take some questions and comments now. Okay, Connie Mignano.
Yes, about the climb that you had on Lion's Head. How long did it take to get up to the top? It looked like it was really far.
It's a good question. I think it was approximately, I want to say maybe an hour to get up there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. It looked like it was way more than that.
yeah, no, it looks really intimidating. And it can be. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I guess yeah, I do a lot of hiking, so I guess we did it at a faster pace, but it is really worth it. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Sister Cinda.
So how did it get its name, Lion's Head?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it was just, I don't know the exact story, but I can imagine it was just because lions are very common in Africa. So it kind of looks like a head. I wouldn't say it looks like a lion's head, but it looks like the head of something. So I guess it's just very iconic to think about too, as a lion's head.
Now, you had mentioned the Friends has a sanctuary. Do they also take donations to try to help with the continuation of Jehovah's Creation survival?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. I don't know. I've never asked that before. I'm sure they may appreciate it. I'd have to look more into that for you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thanks for the question, though. I'll definitely look into that.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. Karen Lespierre.
Yes, hi Isaac. I'm here again with you.
Hi,
Thank you
Karen.
for all
Welcome
this.
back.
This is great. I know growing up, it always we look at the map and I look at the United States, I look at Africa, Canada, and sometimes the size may have been off, but I think I just did a little research about how Africa is 4 times larger than the United States. But that's a lot of land, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Africa is massive. People don't realize how big it is because the maps just they distort how big certain countries are. So Africa is in fact much bigger than we actually think it is,
Hmm.
relative to other countries. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a lot of beautiful nature and wildlife. It's amazing. Thank you for showing us this. This is great.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for your comment. Thanks for joining. Sister Lori Euchre. Sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly.
That's okay. It is. It's euchre. Could you show the screen again with the name of that sanctuary that the Friends run?
Yes, of course. I shared a lot of stuff. All right, there it is.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yes, if you get the chance to go there, I highly recommend it. Nelson Martinez.
How you doing, brother? Is that me and my wife, Judith Martinez? Thank you for let us in. My question is a kind of observation that in the feline family, that including lions, tiger, cats, and everything, uh, I read this from someplace where I really don't remember, but is it true that the domestic cat is the only uh, animal in the feline family that has the tail up? I don't know if any other, because I noticed lions and other animals, they have the tail down. And that was just kind of observation, but I don't know if that is true or not.
I don't know. I've never heard of that one before. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I've seen all the other animals that they had the tail down, but we have a domestic cat, and domestic cat, I see they had the tail up. I don't know if, whether that's important or not, but that was curious to me. Curious to me.
Yeah, from my understanding is the tail of the cat serves for it to balance. So whenever it runs or whenever it climbs, it's there to help them balance.
Yes.
So I'm guessing in the wild they use it a lot because they're hunting, they're climbing, they're consistently uh, on the hunt and on the go. So it may be that they have their tail consistently being used for balance.
Yes, every time I toss the cast up, or for the bed or whatever, and they always land on their paws. So
Yeah.
definitely tails.
Yeah.
They don't land on the side or anything like that on their head. They always manage to land on the forepaw. So
That's true. They're quite amazing. They're my favorite animal for sure.
thank you.
Thank you. Yolanda Martinez.
So, are all the animals at the sanctuary in peace with one another, or do you ever see them fighting and eating each other?
Yeah, yes. So yeah, they're in peace with each other. They're separated, so they don't have interactions with each other. Most of the time, they're separated in their own environment. So yeah, they're pretty much always at peace.
No, because I was wondering, I was like, man, I wonder if a lion's gonna attack a zebra and eat it, you know?
Yeah, not here, not here. I mean, there have been stories of how certain lions start to act up, and then they have to separate them. So that does happen. Not to say that they don't act up, but whenever that does happen, they separate. But they don't put the predator, like they don't put wild game, like uh, live game, like a zebra to a lion for it to eat. They normally prep the food for the lion, and then they give it to him already dead. So they don't have to hunt it themselves.
Oh, I see. And another question, um, you said something about um, sending you an email for the January.
Well,
Um,
if you want to be notified about the January one, just go to my website, witnesstrips.com, and then you can put your email in there, and then you're gonna see a pop-up. You just put your email in there, and then I'll notify you.
okay. And then the hive, you put a picture on there, but I didn't get a chance to take a picture of it. Can you put it up again?
Sure, yeah, let me see here.
And this whole trip was beautiful. Thank you for sharing, and it's amazing, like I want to go over there, now that you shared all these beautiful pictures. So
Oh,
this hive, witness hive, so this is all voluntary, or what is this?
so it's a community where brothers and sisters can offer their services to other brothers and sisters. So let's say, for example, you're a tax accountant and you want to help brothers and sisters, not voluntarily, but at least a brother can work with another brother or get help from another brother. So sometimes we're looking for an artist or we're looking for someone to help us with some type of service, and you much rather have a brother or sister help you with that. You can hire a brother or sister for that job.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Eldra?
Um, Hi. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for the tour. I really enjoyed the elephant. That is my favorite animal. And my question to you is, you said you taste different foods, and zebra was one that you tasted. If you recall, does it taste like any of the normal foods we would have, like chicken, steak, liver, ground beef, or did it have a different, distinct taste, brother?
Oh, that's a really good question. You know, I couldn't really describe it like anything else that I've ever tried, but it definitely was much more gamey and much more lean, like stronger, um, tougher meat. So I guess it's because it's very it's out in the
Did
wild.
you like it?
I liked it, yeah. My favorite was this actual, it's like a deer with like these round horns called kudu. That was my favorite. Um, but I also got to try crocodile, ostrich.
Oh, wow.
Ostrich was interesting, but crocodile did taste like chicken. It has like white
It
meat.
did.
Yeah, it has like the same texture and it's white, just like chicken. So it was delicious. I enjoyed it very much.
Very interesting. Thank you very much for your. I always enjoy your tours, so Jehovah continue to keep you safe, and thank you so much for sharing everything with us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks so much for joining. Yeah. All right, Henrietta.
Okay, I'm curious because on the tour that you went in the Jeep, it was open, but it wasn't covered. And I noticed that there was a gentleman sitting in the far front of the Jeep. What was he doing? Was he like guiding, letting you know where to go, where the guy was supposed to go, or watching for the animals so that way you'd be able to take the pictures?
Yes, that's correct. So he's the spotter. So he's the one who sits in front of the Jeep, and he's the one who's looking for the animals. He's looking for tracks. He's looking for any signs of potential animal spottings. So he's kind of like the one, he's the reason why we're able to see things because he's trained to be able to spot these animals and track them down.
Okay, now as he's trained to do that, but I'm thinking also as you guys are on the tour, they have certain areas that I'm thinking that they take you to, beside taking to the area that maybe might be a little dangerous or something.
Yeah, exactly. They take us to different areas and try to keep us safe, and they try to do their best to just be able to navigate the area because they have to uh, not only find the animals but keep us safe as well. So yeah, he has an
Oh,
important job.
okay. Okay, now what other question? Then I'm gonna stop. On the food, you said that the food was reasonable, different in price or something, but it was good.
Yeah, the food was delicious, and in fact, it was very high quality food, very clean, very organized. Everything was wonderful, and
Mm.
the food was very affordable. It wasn't as expensive as it is here in the United States. You could eat like a full meal for like $10. Uh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I was amazed. I was like, oh my goodness, it's so affordable here. So that's one thing that I
Okay.
really appreciated about it.
Okay. Well, thank you, and thank you for the tour, and look forward to more.
You're welcome. Take care.
Mm-hmm.
Doris Turner.
Yes, I enjoyed your tour, but my husband's in a wheelchair. How would he be able to maneuver on that uh, Cape Town tour?
That's a good question. I don't know exactly how they would arrange it. I don't know if it's even a possibility. I'd have to talk to the sister who's the tour guide and see if it's a possibility for him to join. Because there is a lot of, uh, well, I don't know if there's a lot of walking. It's a lot of safaris, so I think it should be fine. But but I think it should be possible. I just have to check with her to see what the logistics are with wheelchairs.
Wow, you whet our appetite with those pictures.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Sandra Jones.
Yeah, two questions. What was the animal that with the leg? What part of the animal was that they killed to feed those cheetahs?
I believe that's the rear leg. It's the yeah, it's the antelope. It's an antelope leg.
Pardon me?
It's an antelope leg.
Oh, okay. And then also, is that tour you went up to the top of that hill, is that higher than the Grand Canyon? And I asked that question because I would like to take that walk up there, but I get vertigo. I passed out at the Grand Canyon because I was at the very top. So the height was too much for me. So I guess if that's higher, then I wouldn't be able to take that walk.
Yeah, it's pretty high. I think it's a little different. I don't think it's as high as the Grand Canyon. Well, the Grand Canyon is a more like a hike down, but I don't. I think the Grand Canyon is much higher than the mountain. Yeah, it's much more steep.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well, this was a beautiful tour. Thank you very much. I look forward to your next ones.
you're welcome. You're welcome. And yeah, if you guys ever want to join me in person, I have trips to Hawaii Thailand and Japan as well. So maybe you'll join me in person. Linda G. Bolton.
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. The flat mountains, and then you said it was the 12 apostles. Do you have a general year or time that um, kind of got made or named the apostles, the 12 apostles? Or was it back in Bible time? I'm just trying to see.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it was that far back, but it was definitely. I'm not sure how I got the name. I didn't ask, but I found that fascinating how they named it after something biblical. But South Africa has a lot of history with the Portuguese, as they were, as you may know, they were navigating, trying to find the best way to get to India, along with the Spanish. So the Portuguese made their way around South Africa. So you have a lot of Portuguese influence. Is the um, Christianity is heavy in Portuguese culture, so maybe it came from there. But I couldn't say for sure. That's just a theory.
And the next and final thing, that was called the Bay City area. What was it called?
That's called Cape Town. It's the Cape.
I'm sorry, Cape Town. And it looked like basically just a high rise type area. Um, is it houses around there in the general area? Like you got your high class, the middle, and what you say, how do we view, how have we seen or known Africa to be? We've known Africa to be like, people live back in the whatever. So I didn't see anything that looked like that. So is this Baytown just its own area? And how many would be the count, the people? Because this just look all rich and high class, I guess I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there's a variety of classes there for sure, and there's a lot of wealth too along the. There's different pockets of wealth, so it's kind of like California or anywhere like even Hawaii. There's pockets of wealth, and in that mountain area, yeah, there's a lot of wealth. There's a lot of houses, like big houses that are very very beautiful, and along the ocean, there's a lot of beautiful beauty. And as you start to move more inwards, you start to have more of that lower class, and then when you go even more further inward, like towards Johannesburg, that area in Johannesburg, you start to see more poverty. But there's pockets of it. It depends where you are. But I got to see everything. I got to see from the wealthiest areas to the most impoverished areas. Yeah, it was quite amazing to see the huge range of wealth that there is. It's quite amazing.
Well, I really love the tour and I love that you brought it to us. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Sister Linda Felder?
Yes, thank you very much. It was a beautiful tour, and I've had the privilege of going to South Africa, and I was in Cape Town, Pretoria, Johannesburg, and sort of Cape Mountain and all, but I didn't do the safari because, well, I just, didn't get with the friends on that one, but seeing it from this perspective was really enjoyable, and just how much the animals were very receptive to the friends and everything. People tell you how nice it is, but just to see it in your kaleidoscope of the way you had the presentation was very nice. But I just want to ask you one question where I did go. I guess they were maybe the little other side of the animals. Boulder Beach and the penguins. Did you get a chance to visit that part?
I did, yes. Unfortunately, I didn't mention
Can
it,
you hear
but
me?
yes, I did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
I
did.
was just asking because they remind me of mhm. The whole penguin experience reminds you of the movie Happy Feet, and just walking around, looking at them and all, and they walk around the beach and they jump in the water, and they let you take pictures in them, and a couple of them are sort of isolated, if they are not feeling too well enough, but and I agree with you 100% because those they I don't know if they call them shrimp or prawns. They prawns, I think, or shrimp. They were the best I had ever tasted. They were humongous, very large, and the food was fabulous. Your food looked excellent, but the food that I didn't know about the sanctuary, so that's nice to know. But the other food, the food there is magnificent. They serve it, and the presentation is 5-star all the way. And we were at that Table Bay Mountain Hotel, and that was a gift from Jehovah, just looking out, seeing all that. But I learned a lot through this one too, because we didn't do, like I said, the safari part. Did a lot of other things, but not that. So thank you very much. And I'll visit the website.
Okay, sounds great. Yeah, thanks so much for sharing your experience. That
Okay.
sounds wonderful. Karen Lespierre?
Yes, Isaac, I'm so sorry, but I have so much that I wanted to say, but I will be very short. Um, with the South Africa trip, are you going to do it again next year?
Yes, we're looking towards November, so I'll be announcing that soon. But November is most likely the date.
Right, and I like doing research. I did another little look Google search, and it says that it's South Africa itself is larger than Germany, France, and Italy together, put together. So that's something that I didn't know. And yeah, I had a friend just come back from South Africa, and it was beautiful. The pictures and my sister went to. It's interesting because each country is so different in the continent, and my sister was in Burkina Faso and Ghana, like pre-pandemic. And it's just amazing how the governments work and how each country has its own sovereignty. But we know that we're gonna be under one God soon. So yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so different in different parts. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah. Tristan.
So I missed the presentation because I came here late. But I had a question. My question was, is an elephant born with its tusk, or does that grow over time?
Good question, Tristan. So the elephant tusk will grow once it gets older, as it starts to mature. Uh, just like when you get older, you're gonna get a beard. You're gonna get facial hair. That's how an elephant will grow its tusk when it starts to get older. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
very good.
And I just wanted to ask, do you have another tour coming up soon? Because we kind of like miss it with the time and everything.
Oh yes, no worries. I'm actually gonna put this recording on YouTube so you can watch it whenever you want.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. So my YouTube is at Aloha Isaac. I'll put it up here so you can find me. Welcome to. There it is. Okay. Sister Lucinda Verlardis.
Sorry to bother you again, Brother Isaac, but I didn't know anything about this because I've been doing those virtual tours since the pandemic, which saved a lot of us, I'm sure. But Brother Stalin is the one. He said, check out Isaac's, tour to Africa, and I thought, yeah, that'd be nice. Let me sign up for that. So that's how probably some of us found you for this. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to email you because I'll need your address probably for donations because I don't know how to send it other ways because I'm one of those older like friends. So,
Okay.
so
Thank you
anyway,
so much. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you. And
thank you.
thank
Oh, and I want to tell you this was awesome because I was like you. I really love to touch the animals. When Jehovah, and Isaiah saying you can pet them, I thought, oh, my dream come true. So
Yeah.
yes, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. You sometimes think, I wonder how this creature is going to react if I pet it. And then you actually do it and you see how they react. That's quite amazing experience.
because when I went to Mexico and I got to pet the dolphins, I thought I was in heaven. It's like, oh goodness, this is awesome. So that was pretty neat.
It's wonderful, isn't it? That's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
So glad you were able to do that. Thanks so much for joining. It was nice having you. Sister Rita James?
Yes, hi, Isaac. I've been following your tours since the pandemic when you were in Bethel when you first started, and then when you went to Arizona, and then when you moved to Hawaii. So it's so nice to see the growth that you've made. I wish I could go in person. I haven't gone on any of your in-person trips. Every single one of your tours is magnificent, especially because you use the drone so we can see a panoramic view of wherever you are, and that's really outstanding. So I want to thank you for adding that into your tours. It really brings it to life.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. And I was remembering when you were walking with the lions, my cousin and friend, they had went to I can't remember what part of Africa. Went on a few safaris, and my cousin was walking with the lioness, and she was telling me that with the stick, you have to have that stick so you look taller to the lions. But she had said that she was afraid at first, but with the guards there, the guides, I should say, there, you felt safe because they were right there with you and telling you what to do. And she had some beautiful pictures because of that. So that's one thing I would love to do is do a safari one day.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, it's such a wonderful experience to be able to be there and you're in the wild and you never know what's gonna happen. That's the wonderful thing about it.
Yes.
We saw like this lion and then this one young lion. He was trying to hunt these zebras, and then he then led us to a kill that they had already made. So the pride
Ah,
of like eating the zebra, and
yes.
what was amazing was that we're close to the lions. Like they would not even mind us being close to them. Like they would not attack
Wow.
us or anything. Uh, they're,
Because
they
they've already eaten, that's why.
yeah, that could be it. But I hear that lions don't really attack humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really.
Unless they're provoked, yes, true.
Yeah, unless they provoke. So
Mm.
they much rather not get involved with humans, which
Mm.
I found fascinating because sometimes there's a fear bestowed upon us by like movies or stuff, but
Right. Right.
um, yeah, they would much rather not deal with us. So I don't.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
don't think we taste too good either.
yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah, I'm too gamey. Yeah,
but thank you so much. Appreciate it.
yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining
Oh, you're welcome.
the Jennings.
Hello, Isaac. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. It's three of us. We are going to South Africa for the international.
What?
Yes, and this was an amazing tour. So we could see we actually applied to go walking with the lions. So I'm gonna get ate by a
Hopefully not, but it's gonna be a thrilling experience.
lion. I know. I'm so excited. So, did you have to get any vaccines before you went there?
No vaccines. There were like these pills we would take every day for malaria, just in case, but no vaccines were needed. Um, Let me see if I can find the photo of the thing that we took, because we did a
So you didn't need the yellow fever vaccine? That's
not in South Africa. Yeah, and that was the big thing about that was the nice thing about traveling to South Africa was that you weren't like in a place that was that serious. But yeah, you do have to take these pills in case of malaria. Um, but we had no issues, and most people don't.
okay.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find the name because it was like a bottle. I just took a picture of it. Um,
Is it prescription?
no, it's not prescription. It's just a simple bottle. I think you can get it online. But I mean, there's so many different types of things you can take online. You can actually search for it, like malaria pills or something like that. But what can you can do? The reason I It's this one right here. I'll show it to you.
Oh, take a picture with your camera.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one's like a more natural version of it. So it's not. It's a more cleaner version, less chemicals, more cleaner. All right.
Did you show it?
Can you see it on your screen? On the screen?
No. No.
Okay, let me try that again. How about now? How about now?
Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. I see it. Thank you.
Okay, yep, you're welcome.
So we're really excited. We leave in August, so we were not thinking about going to Cape Town, but after you showed us the pictures and things like that, we may consider it. Is it worth it? We were thinking about going to UK instead.
Yeah, Cape Town is a big city. If you don't like cities, then I don't recommend it. But it's exciting. You can see some historical things. Like, I mean, you can go up to Table Mountain. You could take this huge mountain that looks like a table behind me. You can take a sky lift up there. You can go to restaurants. There's entertainment. It's like imagine New York, but in Africa. So there's a lot of entertainment. There's a lot of activities. But if you want to get away from the city, there's a countryside where they have vineyards, and we went to these incredible vineyards called Babylon Storage. Babylon Storage, and they have these incredible vineyards over there. So if you're looking for like world-class vineyards where they have like natural beauty and stuff, that's also an option in Cape Town.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was probably one of my favorite things we did, going to the vineyards and that sort.
They sell wine?
Yeah, they sell wine, they sell olive oil, they produce olive oil, they sell all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's
And you
very
were able to bring some home or not?
yeah, you were able to bring them home. That was no problem, as long as it's in the container, not opened.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Thank you
it's
so
worth
much.
considering. Yeah, it's a short flight, maybe like 2, 3 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're welcome. I hope you enjoy your time in South Africa. It's going to be an amazing experience, especially with the convention.
Oh, I know. We're so excited. We can't wait.
Uh, well, let me know how it goes.
Will do.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Sister Swinger. Okay. Sister Swinger. There you go.
Yes. Thank you so much. I also want to thank you for the sacrifices you make to encourage us and share your blessings and your experiences with us. And I had a question about the penguins that I see here in the opening image. Did you actually see some penguins? For some reason, I always thought penguins had to be in cold, icy, snowy weather. But are there two types of penguins, one for the warm and one for the cold?
That's a good question. So yes, there are penguins in South Africa. We actually got to see them. I didn't I didn't show them here on the tour, but yes, they actually do have penguins. Um, and the story behind that was because someone brought them. I don't know if you knew, but South Africa is not too far from Antarctica. It's like a few miles away. In fact, if you
Oh,
want to
no.
yeah, if you want to get to Antarctica, you can actually go through South Africa.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's not too far, but they brought them. They brought like two of them from I think Antarctica, and they brought them to South Africa, and they're like, oh well, we'll see what happens. But then they started reproducing,
yes.
and then they ended up reproducing a lot. So now there's a ton of penguins in South Africa.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so they don't need to be in cold weather. Okay.
No, they don't. I mean, it's not extremely hot in South Africa on the Cape side, on the Cape Town side. It's not extremely hot, so they can survive. But they have the ocean. The ocean's cold because
Okay.
Antarctica's not too far from there.
Oh, yeah.
So the
Hmm.
ocean's pretty cold, and so they thrive there. I mean, it's just I think Antarctica is actually very harsh for them in comparison to South Africa.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, on your next tour, could you take some pictures of them and show that to us also?
Yeah, here, as a matter of fact, I'll just pull it up right now so you can see it.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah, it was actually really cool to see.
That's my favorite.
Oh, really? The penguins?
Yes, between the penguins and the giraffes.
Oh, wow, yeah. The penguins. Yeah, the penguins are fun. It's like one of the highlights for sure. Oh, here we go. So, I don't know if you can see my photos. Photo share. There we go.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yes, there they are.
there's one,
Yes, I see that one. Thank you.
and then here I am on top of like this rock, and you can see one on the right-hand side.
Yes. Now, are they people friendly or are they shy or aggressive or what?
Yeah, I mean, they're so used to seeing people. Here's a bunch of
Mhm.
them.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
There's
What are
so
they
many.
doing? Are they burying themselves in the sand?
Yeah, that's where they shelter.
Oh. And then they go in the water. They
Yeah,
live in the water, right? Where do they live?
yeah, they live on the beach there.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they'll just go out and catch fish and then come back.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And pray that you continue to stay safe and successful in your future travels.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Looking forward to sharing them in the near future.
We are too.
Take care.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna take these last two comments here. Jean Harper. Jenny.
Hello, my brother. I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciated the tour. It was just fabulous, fantastic. And I had a couple of questions. You mentioned that you were in Bethel. What part of Bethel were you in?
Yes, I was in Bethel for 6 years in Patterson.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, young boy, 19 years old, fresh out of high school.
Okay. I had a couple. Okay. And then my second question was, did you mention that the tour includes a trip to the South African branch?
That's correct. Yes, you will get to go to Bethel and the RTO. So there's RTO in Cape Town side, and there's the Bethel in the Johannesburg side.
Okay, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. All right, Yolanda Martinez.
You mentioned malaria and you have to take pills, but what about typhoid with the water? How's the water intake over there?
Yeah, the water is not the best quality. So you're encouraged to drink bottled water. That's what we did during the trip. We just drink bottled water.
So there was never a risk of catching typhoid?
Yeah, so we would normally just try to, I don't know exactly what it's called, if it's called typhoid, but they would encourage us not to drink the water from the faucet or anything from the actual um, faucet. So yeah, we didn't really do that. So I think there must be something like that, and that could potentially be something you can catch.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining this tour. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I look forward to sharing more experiences with you in the near future. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's Friday, so we're so happy that some of you don't have to don't have to go to work. Or I'm sorry, it's Saturday. What am I thinking? Sorry, I've had a long week, but it's been a wonderful experience connecting with you friends, and you guys were a big highlight of my week. So thank you so much for connecting, and we'll keep in touch with you. I send my warmest aloha. Take care. I'll let you unmute yourself if you guys want to. Let's see. Mute upon entry. Okay, you can unmute yourself to say bye.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so much.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Aloha.
Thank
you.
you.
Aloha.
Take care.
Bye.
Take care.
Everyone.
Bye,
Thank
Jenny
you. Bye
Harper.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Appreciate
everyone. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Bye.
Aloha.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aloha.